It all started with a small SaaS company in Finland. Today, it's used in over 80 countries around the world. The journey, anything but easy. Lessons learned, key insights, hard-earned experiences. This is the founder's point of view.
Hi and welcome to very first episode of Founder's Point of View vlog/podcast.
Welcome.
What are we going to talk about today?
The first episode is about Trustmary just now and the history of Trustmary. And then we can go back to the other topics. But the first episode is fully about the Trustmary.
Sounds good. So we are SaaS founders from Finland and Trustmary is the SaaS company we have founded in
2016.
Yeah.
At the end of the 2015 we got a license to start to do business, and we started it early 2016. And the first business idea is to produce high quality testimonial videos and articles about happy clients of different kind of businesses, and it was a fully project business. We produced content for the companies.
Yeah, that's true. The market problem was pretty much the same as it is still currently, but the way we were solving it was pretty different. We were more like marketing agency or something, producing videos and articles. And 5 years ago, we did a transition to SaaS business.
Yeah. The first 5 years, for 4 years, from 2016 to 2020, we produced those videos mostly here in Finland, but also we went outside of Finland, especially because our clients, the companies who we served, they have clients and customers outside of Finland, and of course they wanted to also produce videos and articles about them, and that's why we needed to go outside of Finland first for that, and then we start to also acquire clients for us outside of Finland. And 2018 we went also to USA.
Yeah, that's true.
Office there.
Yeah.
So we had during the years, the first 4 years, we produced those videos in 14 countries for thousands of different kind of companies.
Yeah, we grew almost to 3 million euros revenue in just a couple of years.
Yeah, the growth was very fast.
Yeah, lots of customers here in Finland and also abroad.
Yeah. And during those years when we produced those videos, we faced a common bottleneck, and very big bottleneck, that the companies, they wanted to have those videos, testimonial videos, but they didn't know that who would be the happy clients and advocates to participate in videos. And I remember that we had hundreds of projects in our pipeline, in our project management system, without any contact details. So and that is how we started to. We built a small piece of software which we used to find out that who are the happy clients of our customers who would like to join the video. So small piece of software for customer satisfaction survey to find out that who would like to be a public advocate and recommend our client companies publicly. And that is how SaaS business started as a side hustle. It's the first piece of software for ourselves to do that, and then maybe end of the 2019, that piece of software was developed further, and it was a little bit more than just a piece of software. It was also possible to solve some social proof and collected feedback on website. And we made a decision that okay, maybe that would be the more scalable way to solve the market problem we have been solving through the project business. And I remember that we had the discussion at the board meeting and everything, and we moved strategically from project business to also do project business, but also start that software side hustle. And when the COVID hit 2020, early 2020, our revenue from project business went down from hundreds of thousands to almost zero.
Yeah, I think it was like 300,000 euros per month or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it went down to almost zero. It was impossible to produce any videos or do any interviews face to face. And most of the interviews we made were held face to face.
Yeah.
And we almost went bankrupt. We almost needed to close the business.
Commercial break. Trustmary in 30 seconds.
Trustmary helps companies to automate the review and feedback collection and utilizing in their marketing.
We are a Finnish company, but we are already operating in 80 different countries.
Our product is especially designed for the companies doing service-oriented business coming from traditional industries.
If you need any help related to these topics, just reach us out on LinkedIn. We are happy to help.
And now back to the story.
Yeah, we were like really close to going bankrupt in those days.
And then we were lucky that our software was not good at all. It was just a pretty crappy software, but it was good enough to sell. And we started aggressively do outbound sales first here in Finland, and we were able to get enough cash flow to stay alive. And that is how our SaaS actually started. It started to grow because of COVID, because we must.
Yeah, that's true. We needed money and we had something to sell to the world, and that was our very first version of our SaaS product. And yeah, luckily it went well.
Yeah,
and we found customers
revenue, the ARR was a couple of thousands when early 2020 when we started, and then after the 2020 the revenue coming from the software was I remember that it was thousands, hundreds of thousands during the first year. Of course, the retention and churn and all those kind of problems we faced them after a couple of years, but we got cash flow.
Yeah.
And that is also how when the investors started to ask us that what are you doing and what is that SaaS business, what you are doing, and are you still going to do that video business or not? And we started to meet those local Finnish B2B software investors during 2020. We met a couple of them, and at the end of the 21 we got offers from couple pieces, and then Vendep Capital joined us.
Yeah.
And they invested the seed funding, and then we made a final decision that the project business, which was developed again to be in a semi-sustainable level.
Yeah.
Because the COVID has went away, and we made a final decision that we are going to put fully focus on software. We are going to sell the project business away, do an exit from that business, and put the fully focus on SaaS. And with help of that seed funding, it was possible.
Yeah, that's true.
And the other decision is that we are not going to build an outbound Finnish Nordic SaaS, but we are going to build a global self-service product for everyone in the world, and we started to use that investment to do that.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty big change back then, because it was not huge, but still we had a big outbound sales team. Do you remember how many sales reps we had when the COVID hit, for example?
I think that time when the COVID hit, we had like 14 people or something in the sales team, and most of them were selling the projects.
Yeah,
the projects,
exactly.
The videos and the articles, and some of them were selling also the software.
Yeah, exactly. And to kind of give some perspective to listeners and watchers, when we first time met our current investor, it was 2020, and practically they taught us all the SaaS metrics and all the like SaaS related stuff. We didn't have like any clue about SaaS business and how to measure everything and how to acquire customers and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. We only knew that we have like pretty strong outbound team, and we have like SaaS product which is good enough to sell here in Finland and in Nordics, and that was the starting level of our SaaS journey.
Yeah, and then so before that investment, we had done some transformation, this very slow transformation from project business to outbound SaaS with the outbound SaaS product. And then after investment, we started to do a transformation from local outbound SaaS to global product growth self-service SaaS. So that started 2022, the early 2022, with help of that seed investment. And we launched our first version of freemium global product on Product Hunt in March, I think in March, early March 2022.
Exactly.
So after a couple of months after investment. And that was the day when all the focus was the strategic focus, and investment focus was on PLG product growth SaaS. And since then we have done that, and of course same time we have had a couple of guys here in Finland doing the outbound SaaS. It has always been pretty at pretty good level and cash flow positive and so on. But same time, for us, the most important part has been to manage to get the global, to build a global funnel to acquire clients everywhere, activate them, and after activating, getting them to do the upgrade to the paid level, and after that to meet us if they are from the bigger companies, to have a call, have a meeting with us, and then we're gonna help them to try to use more features, sell them annual contracts and bigger plans. So now we have done that product-led growth stage for 3 years, and maybe a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, we started to move to build that sales approach on the self-service funnel. And this year, the number one goal is to build a sales approach, sales motion outside, a stronger sales motion outside of Finland to the specific countries where we have seen the best traction, the most sign-ups, best conversion rates, best retention with our self-service product. So that is the number one goal for this year.
Yeah, and if we take a look at the current situation, currently we are helping companies in 80 different countries to collect more reviews and display them better and analyze them and so on. We have almost 2,000 customers, like paying customers. Getting like
3,000 sign-ups every month.
Exactly.
From everywhere.
Yeah. About the company size, we currently have about 20 employees. So
Seven of them are working with the product level development.
Yeah.
3 of them working in sales.
Yeah.
5 of them working in customer success or support.
Yeah. 3 marketing people.
3 marketing and other in admin level. So we are the admin level.
Yeah, yeah, we are actually the admin level, and I have to say we are pretty effective company nowadays, because we were actually bigger back then when we did those videos and when we started this SaaS journey, and we have scaled down a bit, but I think we have found now the good level of doing things with this headcount, and we managed to be pretty effective.
Cash flow neutral, so we are not taking any big risks just
exactly
now. And because of the VC winter we have seen everywhere, we decided to skip the maybe some seed plus pre-A funding rounds, and wanted to build cash flow positive scenario. We planned this cash flow positive scenario and started to follow that, and now we have followed it, and now we are cash flow neutral. We are going to get more money in after having good enough metrics from go-to-markets in specific countries, what we are now building and opening.
Yeah. All right. So
that is the current situation.
Yeah, that was the current situation, and Trustmary in a nutshell, helping companies to collect and display and analyze reviews. We are operating worldwide, currently having paying customers from 80 different countries, almost 2,000 paying customers, and growing every month.
That's true. Thank you for listening to the first episode of that Founder's Point of View podcast, and let's next episode we will have another topic.
Yeah, should we talk about our early days of Trustmary, how we ended up founding this company together and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, let's take that as a topic.
Yeah, perfect. All right, thank you.
See you then.
See you.
Bye.